Good morning. Good morning. It's Rita from Miss Rita to the rescue. And I'm here for today's Cricut Chat. I hope that I can get some friends on to chat with. I see them coming on now. I hope that I can see them. Hello to everyone. I wonder who's here. There's Leslie. Hi, Leslie. Good morning. There's Loretta. Hi, Loretta. So, good morning to you all. Today is Thursday. Hi, Connie. There's two Connie, Tedder and Connie Weaver and Diana and Sherry and Gloria. Hi, Gloria. Gloria. Elizabeth, there's Elizabeth. Hi, Delia. How are you, honey? And there's Pat May and Christy. Oh, so nice to hello from Lynchburg, Virginia. That's Melinda Bates. Lynchburg, Virginia. And Shirley, how you feeling? Getting better every day, I hope. And there's from Facebook is Nwane is there, and who else do we have from Facebook? I just see Nwane, so I don't know who else is with you, Nwane. Um, hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Sue. Sue Boss. Nice to see you. Sue is on Facebook. Okay, yeah, there we go. Hey, everybody. Good morning. Hi, Vicky. Also on Facebook. Um, good morning. Good morning. So this is Cricket Chat with Miss Rita. This is a daily program. I was just thinking about I started this video on kind of a whim. It was really just because of the pandemic, and here we are, almost at the end of our third year of doing this on a daily basis. So I want to thank you for those of you that have been following me for that long. And I know, life gets in the way and some of you had to go back to work, but didn't we have fun? Didn't we have fun during the pandemic? And that's what we were trying to do. So, I wanted to introduce you to a brand new, today's December 1st. So I wanted to introduce you to a brand new, what would we call it? Brand new initiative, I guess, from Cricut. And here I am on the Cricut blog. You can find it. It's called Cricut.inspiration, but let's see where there. It's just Cricut.com/blog, and this is a brand new program. It's called the 12 Days of Making. Today is the first day, and this is how it works. They're going to give you 12 projects every day, one a day, every day in Design Space from December 1st to December 12th. And you'll be able to make these 12 projects with your machines, and they will be free. You won't need to be a Cricut Access subscriber. And then there's an opportunity for you to win something. There's a reward of a chance to win a $700 Cricut credit. Now, I just have to tell you, because I've done Cricut credits before, and that's pretty amazing prize when you consider if you use your $700 when there's a big sale going on. You would be able to basically, with that amount of money, be able to get a Cricut Maker 3 everything bundle plus a Joy and plus one of the presses. Or maybe you don't want the Joy, you get the Maker 3 everything bundle. That's $400. And then you could do what I did, which was order another one of these fabulous lamps. And then all the material that you want, which is really cool. So $700 credit is nothing to sneeze at, folks. What you're going to do is make a project um, based on what's it is revealed. There's a new project revealed every day on Design Space. I'm going to show you where. And then once you make it, you're going to take sorry about the dogs. You're going to take and you're going to tag it in your project details. I'll show you how to do that too. And then you share it in the community. Going to also show you how to do that. And you would find the theme here based on the 12 days of making ribbon. Okay, so what they mean by ribbon, we're going to go over here. Here's today's project. I'll get to it in a second. It is the most adorable gingerbread and peppermint garland that you will ever see. I just think it's so cute. I just can't help myself to make improvements on it and everything. And I'll tell you all about it. But we're going to go actually to the home page right here. Yeah, it's really awesome, this prize. This is kind of like, you know how they did the Community Create Challenge last quarter? They're coming up with all these different things that you guys can do and also get rewarded, right? So we're going to be looking for the 12 days of Christmas ribbon. Where is it? Where's the ribbon? They said it was live yesterday. Why am I not finding it? Daily, maybe it's this daily doorbusters. No, pro hats, click, edit, and all about editable images. Great. Um, okay, so no, Black Friday. How about under holiday? Let's see if it's under holiday. Yeah, it is. Yay, yay, yay. Okay, so apparently it's not live yet, but here's where you would find it under holiday, the 12 days of making. So you click on this, and that will bring you, I believe, to the blog where we just were, right? Is it going to bring us? Yes, it brings us to the blog where we just were. All right. So I'm going to have to find out a little bit more about how you actually get involved in this. But it appears that it's going to start, it says day one. I thought day one was going to be, maybe it's day one is like at their time. That's probably it. That's probably it. Because whenever I do something with Cricut, I have to remember that I'm on the East Coast and they're in, I think they're central. And so it's usually like 2 hours and they're they're just waking up, all you people. They're just kind of waking up and getting to it. Um, aw, that's so nice. Oh, so Cheryl is saying she decided she's going to make as many decorations as she can twice a week, send a package to her brother's community who got hit hard with the hurricane. Oh, that sounds. Oh, so it's 10 a.m. Hi, Louise. How are you, honey? Utah is mountain time. Thank you, Loretta. I don't know if it's outside of. I only know the two Pacific and Eastern. Everything in the middle, I have to claim, unknowledgeable about. Thank you so much. Cheryl, that is a great idea. That's a great idea. I'm always looking for ways to help out people in my community. I'm actually thinking about doing something for our local food pantry. So that's a great idea. I like that. Because everybody should be decorating if they want to. If they lost everything, we all keep our decorations either in the basement or the attic or whatever. And it's one of those things that get ruined when we have storms and stuff like that. So, and those are all your history. You know what I mean? Anyway, so let's get started on our project. What time is it here on the East Coast? On the East Coast, it's 12, I think. Texas is an hour behind me. Okay, thank you. Um, I don't know what Utah is then. Utah, is it 2 hours? Oh, Deborah, that is lovely. Deborah's doing 25 days of food and will deliver to the pantry before Christmas. I love that idea, Deborah. Yes, we all need to take, a step back and look at how we can be. I just love my community and I love giving back to my community. And I did that this past weekend. And I made a lot of kids happy by making them their own or helping them to make glitter ornaments. I wish there were more things. So Utah is 2 hours from me. So that would mean if it's going to be a 10 a.m. mountain, it would mean it's 12 o'clock. So at noon, which is beyond what we're doing, but at noon, they'll have this day one starting. Yeah. That'll be it. You can't really click on it just yet. And I am not allowed to show you. I don't even know what they are. I don't even know what the projects are. But I will, I'm sure I'll do one of the days. I would imagine that each day was is going to be available through the 12 days. So, all right. Let's get started on our project, which is this lovely, lovely. Let's go back to our canvas. All right. So here's the canvas. And here is my gingerbread and peppermint garland with iron-on embellishments. So this is updated, okay? So basically, what I did for this was I had a vision. This was a year ago or more. I had this vision where I wanted to make a gingerbread and peppermint garland. So I went on the hunt for a specific kind of gingerbread. My gingerbreads must have not have a neck. That is my requisite. That's my prerequisite for gingerbreads. Now, a lot of times, if you go here, let me just show you some of these other inadequate gingerbreads. But listen, I've been making gingerbread men and women or ginger people. And I've been making them for decades. And I will tell you, as a real, actual cookie, something like this would not work out because look, he's got a neck and his legs are too far away from his body. And so when I did this, I was like looking for as this is more like a gingerbread person. I'm a mystic. I had a vision. Yeah. um so I went looking for a gingerbread, and the only gingerbread that I found that I really really liked, although this one I have to say that's a new one from a contributing artist Jamie Cripps, but the ones that were available back when I designed this were actually part. All right, thank you very much. They were actually part of a let's go back to our canvas. They were actually part of a image that I had to do some changes to. So, when you go here and you choose images and fonts used in this project, I hope it worked. It worked right before I got on here. So what the heck? There it is. Okay. So you see here it says gingerbread man candy bar wrapper. So I decided I was going to use that image, and then I found this peppermint tag that I changed a tiny bit, and then the only thing else I added was a circle. Now I could go in and talk to you about how I changed this, but I wanted to talk about how made it better. And that is through adding iron on. So I will tell you, when you're making these gingerbread, if you don't use iron on, okay, or vinyl, I suppose. But let's take apart this gingerbread. So you see here, he's got on his feet where the little toes are, he's got this squiggle of the royal icing. And then here he's got the squiggle of the royal icing for the arms. And then he has a mouth and eyes. Now, none of that was really possible independently like this when I was making it. So I've made all kinds of changes, and he's kind of a sandwich. He's got a back piece and he's got the middle piece, which is rather unfortunate looking middle piece, but we have to have it for what we have. Now, there are a lot of ways that you can embellish this after you cut it all out, but I wanted to just show you that the gingerbread have all these little pieces. So when I went to make it, of course you can't just have one gingerbread, right? You can't just have one man or two men people. There it's the kind of thing you have to make a lot of. So I was making like 10, okay? And 10 at a time. And I'm going to show you this. See this? This is actually better than what it was. So because I broke these up, um I'm not going to be wasting a ton of iron on. So here you go. These are the iron on. And I'm actually going to do this iron on we'll cut it out, okay? So we're going to do it without matte, and we'll mirror them. And where's the other one that I'm going to cut out? The black here, the black. faces. So we'll do without the mat and we'll also mirror them. Okay. And then we'll cut the rest of it out. I did also use here, I used foil from this package. It's called Very Merry, I think. Very Merry Sampler. So I got 4 sheets of foil, and here's the silver and the gold, which we're going to use tomorrow. So if you ever questioning, is this worth it to buy, we went over this yesterday. It's $10 for 4 sheets of foil, which is fabulous. And if you're a Cricut Access subscriber, you'll get either 10 or 20% off depending on the subscription you have. And then you could also use my code and link. So it's really $8 for 4 sheets. So it's about $2 a sheet. And from this 1 sheet of green and 1 sheet of red, I was able to get close to 2 dozen of these cut out. Okay. So it's definitely worth it, especially if you're going to be using all 4 sheets, right? It is iron-on. It's iron-on. So let's go ahead and have a look at this. This is the first one. Let's go look at that. So you see here how I have separated it, and that's a good thing because we before it was all together, and it was a little bit frustrating because it was using so much iron-on. It was a waste. So just to give you an example of when I was first doing it, this is what it looked like. So there are the feet and there are the arms. Look at all of this. This was completely wasted. And I was like, no, no, cannot do that. I have to show you guys how to do it better. So that's why I switched it up. All right. And I'm going to go to browse all materials. I'm going to choose Smart Iron-On Glitter because it's glitter and glitter is better. And so is this glitter? Yeah. Okay. So I have Smart Iron-On in white for the royal icing, right? And I'm going to just hit more pressure because I only change my blade once a month. Actually, um it today is the first of the month, so I need to change my blade, and I'll show you how I do that in a second, okay? So here we go. Smart Iron-On Glitter, and I'm going to do remember, just because I hate it when I have to choose the thing, and I don't know, it's weird. I'm weird. All right, so here's my Smart Iron-On. You see on this side, the glittery fun side is actually going to go down the on the machine, or in the machine. So we're putting the boring side facing up, and it's smart material, so it doesn't need a mat. And yes, it is iron-on, so I did mirror it. And before I hit go, I'll show you how to replace the blade. So you do not have to do like me exactly, but I cut, as you guys know, I cut a lot on my machine. And so for me, the best way to remember to replace the blade is every time I flip the calendar, I replace my blade. So it's December 1st. So I'm going to just open up this clamp, and I'm just going to press down here. Now, you don't have to do this, you guys, or if you do it and you don't cut as much as I do, you could do it like once every 3 months or something, or every 2 months. But the best way to start to, if you're having problems with cutting, is to check your blade and make sure it's sharp enough. And you can actually tell, because a brand new blade would hurt, but it does not. So this is a brand new blade, and yeah, I can tell the difference there. So I'm going to just press this plunger and put in my blade, release the plunger, and I'm all set for another month. Isn't that great? And that way I don't have to be like, oh, why am I having these problems? Oh, could it be my blade? So there, we're going to go hit OK for that. And I'm going to put the little cover on this and dispose of it in my trash. Where's my trash bin? Because I have dogs, and these dogs love to chew on everything. So I want to make sure that he or they don't get to it, right? So, yeah, this will still like use a little extra, but it's gonna look really good. And then we'll also put in the black, which is just plain black. I didn't use black. I'm not using black. I'm not using black uh, glitter. I'm just gonna use the plain black. So here it is, and we'll see how that goes, and I'll show you how to put it together. What machines don't require a mat? There are 3 machines that you can use without a mat, and they are the Joy. That was the first one, and they have smart materials that's sized for the Joy machine. And then the other 2 are the Maker 3 and the Explore 3. The only difference between the Maker 3 and the Explore 3 is that the maker uses what's called smart tools, and that's what these are. So if you're the kind of person that's only going to be cutting vinyl or cardstock or iron-on, just the basic 3, then an Explore 3 is a very nice economical um, version, and you can buy all the smart materials are interchangeable between the Maker 3 and the Explore 3. Not so much for the Joy. The Joy requires smaller because it is a smaller machine. So then as far as the Maker 3 and the Explore 3, the difference there, all the smart materials that work in the Maker 3 also work in the Explore 3. I happen to be using here a Maker 3, but I have an Explore 3, and I love it. It works great. And it is considered, these 2 are considered the top of the line. Now, that doesn't mean, you guys, it does not mean that that what you have, if you just have a Joy or you just have a Explore Air 2, that you need to run out and buy a brand new machine. No, all these machines are wonderful. They're all wonderful. But if you want like the tippy top of the line, right now, the tippy top of the line is the Maker 3 and also the Explore 3. So you can still do all this other stuff with your machine, whatever you have. But it's also almost Christmas. So if you have some significant other that wants to buy you something special, then you can tell them about the Maker 3. And as I'm here, I will mention it. We are giving away here on Cricut Chat, we're giving away uh, a Maker 3 everything bundle every month through the end of 2023. And I'm just going to hit go. And I'm just going to show you what we got here. And then I'll bring you down to, in fact, I'll just do that right now. So yeah, you guys want to get in on this, and all you have to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel. Oh my gosh, it's so easy. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and then put your name in. Put your name in. Hey, Christiana's here. Christiana, you gonna come to the Zoom? We have a Zoom this Saturday night. I have to post the link, but we have a Zoom. So here are all our little pieces. I'm sorry about the sunlight. Well, I'm not sorry about the sunlight. I'm not. I mean, it's causing it. Yeah, I don't work. You guys got to know that I don't work in like a fancy studio with all the, I just work out of my home. My dogs are my company, and sometimes they make noise. So I apologize if that bothers you. But anyway, here are all the pieces to make these adorable. Aren't they cute? Now, I did use these. These are brads. They actually don't call them brads here. These are actually the cheapo ones that you buy in large quantities. Look, I got 2 boxes of these for like $3.50. they're not fancy, but they look absolutely adorable on my little guys here. Now, if you don't want to use brads, you could use baker's twine. This baker's twine is the best. It is 12 ply. That's what you're going to look for if you're going to buy a set or just even one roll of baker's twine. Actually, I was able to find a brand new place to buy it from. It's called justartifacts.com. And if you check them out, they have a lot of baker's twine, all the different colors. And I have not been able to find this 12 ply at my local craft store. You can also buy it at Amazon. So I just thought I would mention it. Okay. So let's kind of look at all the different pieces. So there's the peppermints, which I've done in red and green, and they all have this basic piece right here. And so here's one that I did that we haven't yet done. Oops, let me move this. What's happening over here? All right. So the peppermints have our iron-on that I have put through the machine, and so that's what this is. So I'm going to show you how to put these together. The only difference is one is green and one is red. So here is my cutout for a peppermint, a red peppermint. Sorry, Siri, don't need you. And we're just going to pull this off here. And this is foil. So we're going to actually need the heat guide.
I didn't get that.
Sorry, Siri. Again? No. Siri's talking to me because I pressed some button. I don't know. And now I said her name again. Oh, well. She's probably going to come back.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Don't be sorry. Anyway, so we're going to just weed this right here. And don't forget to weed the holes on the side. You see that? So depending on how much you make or how many you make, let's weed a couple so that we have a couple to show you when we're ready. I made a whole bunch of these, and I think I could probably give away, I don't know how many I should give away at a time. Maybe we'll do like 3 gingerbread men. Now, how many did I make? 2. So let's give away 3 men. Rita, I use them as eyes for my bunny. What do you use for eyes? Oh, the little holes? The little things? You can color the flat part with the Sharpie. It doesn't rub off. Okay, cool. That sounds great. I'd love to get your suggestions because you guys know all the little tricks as well. So I'm glad to share the little tricks. So as we're talking about that, I just want to mention that we have a Zoom. We do this about every month. We started off strong. Every month we did it, but life gets in the way. And so this month, which was actually November, the November month, was going to be last, I don't know, week or so ago, but I ended up doing this thing with my city, as I mentioned in the beginning. So we couldn't do it this November. So we're actually having it this Saturday. Now, everybody can join in. Anybody can join in, but we have to keep the link kind of secret because not secret between us, but you don't want any trolls. And we've had some trolls in the past. And as we've done in the past, we used to have it on YouTube at the same time. And I don't know that we're going to do that again because we have also had trolls that time. And then it also made it hard because Loretta couldn't join us. And Loretta, our wonderful admin, we love to hear from her. That she can tell me things like, it's mountain time in Utah because I don't know. All right, so you're going to just weed all of these, okay? And then we're going to take our white. I like to do all my weeding ahead of time, right? So here's my white glitter. Now I do know right in here, I know probably can't see it, but right in here, I'm going to have some extra. So rather than waste it, I'm going to try, what I'm going to do is I want to keep them relatively together because that will make it easy putting it on. But I also want to save some things. So I don't know. Maybe I'm not making any sense. But let's see. Here we go. Whoops. All right. So just so that you know, this is what I came up with. And actually, I changed the mouth. So let's get this out of here so you can see. So the mouth is part of the eyes. It was, for some inexplicable reason, white. And then when I omitted it, it was pink. And I was like, no, gingerbread men can't have pink eyes. So, or pink. Yeah, it needed to be black. So that's what I did. So here we go. Here's the eyes. Look at all those cute little faces smiling at us. Is that cute? All right. So this is all you have to do for weeding for this part is you're just going to have to cut out the eyes like that. All right. So just like that. And let's get our heat pad because we like that. It protects our surface. And we're going to get our Cricut Easy Press Mini, and we're going to do this on low, but I want to show you where I found that out. Okay, so let's go to my internet, and I have right here Cricut Heat Guide. It's my bookmark, so I'm just going to go there, and I'm going to choose Easy Press Mini. And then I will choose foil iron-on. And then I'm going to choose cardstock. And then I hit apply. And you see it has to be on the lowest setting, the 1 setting for 25 seconds. But now I need to come back and I want to also do glitter on cardstock. So what does that one have to be? Also low. Let's go back and do also for the mouth and the eyes. We're going to do everyday iron-on. We'll even do smart iron-on, and we'll choose cardstock, and let's see what that says. Low. So they all need to be on low. So that's what we will do with our mini. So we're just going to turn it on to the first setting, low. Okay. And we'll have to wait for it heats up pretty quickly. We'll have to wait for it to heat up. So what we'll do is we'll take the top of our gingerbread man, and then we're also going to take these paper parts of our peppermints. I just have to pop out that. Just pop those out. And while we're waiting for it to heat up, let's take one of the peppermints and we need to line it up. Now, I did notice that they're not exactly perfect. So if you try it separate ways, and you find one way fits better than the other, then that's probably the best way or the correct way. So you see that? And I just have my paper underneath it and my foil over there. I'm waiting for my machine to heat up. And then once we make a few, we will start putting these guys together. So we need a green one and a red one and another green one. Okay, another green one. So we'll do 4 because they need to be like multiples, right? So here is the Easy Press all set up, and I'm just holding it. Don't be concerned. I'm not pressing on it. It's very hot. Just because it's little doesn't mean that it's not powerful. It's mighty, even though it's a mini. Okay, and we're going to do this for 25 seconds. And I suppose I could, with my new Apple Watch. See, look, I've got an Apple Watch. I don't know how to use it yet, but I suppose I could set a timer. That's the only thing I know how to do, is set a timer on my watch, which works out great because yesterday I made, what did I make in the oven yesterday? I made my mom a quiche with leftover ham. That was really good. And then, oh, I made beef barley soup yesterday. Oh my God. Even Owen liked it. Isn't that amazing? Owen does not like anything. And even he ate it. He's one of those kids, he's got to eat like his food separate. So like on Thanksgiving dinner, he just eats the turkey leg. I don't even know if he eats potatoes. He might eat potatoes, but that's kind of it. Turkey leg, potatoes. Anything that's like a mixture of something, no, he doesn't want it. Um, I'm sorry, Donna. Um, the Zoom is at 5. Okay, that's what it could be. I don't care. It's easier for me because if it's Eastern time, 5 o'clock, then then I don't get tired because you guys talk. You talk a lot. And we're going to also, while we're there, while having the Zoom, we're going to talk about our New Year's Day. Because, no, sorry, New Year's Eve. We're having a New Year's Eve party um, at my friend Wendy's. We're having a New Year's Eve party. We're going to do it like midnight. Instead of midnight, it's going to be noon. So we're gonna do that. What else are we gonna do? Oh, so Wendy's having a Grinchmas. It's like for kids, but the parents come too. And it's actually Pasquale is dressing up as the Grinch. So he's gonna be there and they're gonna do some Grinchy crafts. And I'm actually gonna be making um Grinch ornaments. That is, I don't know when that is. When is that? And then there's a Santa breakfast with Santa. So I'm going to be doing that. And I actually, did I buy? I thought I bought like a elfie kind of a look dress for that. But you know what I do have is tights that are red and green striped, and they are so adorable. I got them at Snag. If you guys, hey, you guys, if you ever need tights, you have to check out this company. It's called Snag Tights. Oh my God, the best tights. They'll change your world. I wear tights all through pretty much most of the year, but definitely through the winter here in cold New England. And the tights drive me nuts because they always, like I want to wear a dress. It's just how I grew up. That's the way I am. And the tights always would like fall down in between your legs. I don't want to sound too crude, but um it was oh no, it's not at 5 a.m. No, five's good. Five's good. Five works, Loretta. It works, and I will get the link. I'm going to do that today. I also wanted to let you know that I still have some things that I owe you guys, and also tomorrow will be our winner for the Cricut Cutie. Look at that! So now we don't have to deal with like gluing those little pieces in place, and let's put the eyes on there. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. I love it. Oh my God, I love gingerbread. Actually, Owen really loves gingerbread. And in fact, every year I make gingerbread cookies from a recipe that is from Martha Stewart's original Christmas book, which requires, it's quite a recipe. And so I double it and triple it and stuff. And so there are pieces on there. And then we're just going to take the back piece and the middle piece, which by the way, this is actually not Cricut cardstock because they don't have a craft. It is AC cardstock, and make sure you remove that thing, that label. Although I'm going to actually put it together this way. All right. Yeah, so cute, right? So I don't need my Easy Press right now. I'm just going to get my glue. And I'm just going to glue this guy to the other one. We need a little Christmas right this very minute, right? Um, we need a little I don't know. For me, it's like December 1st. Everything that's Thanksgiving's gotta go, and I already have my Christmas plates out, which is cool. And so we're using Christmas plates, and my mother's getting a real kick out of them because even though I've had them forever, she doesn't remember. So so she's like, "Oh, these are so festive." And I'm glad. I made her quiche. I got to tell you, this is so funny. So I made her this ham and cheese quiche because we had all leftover ham for Thanksgiving, which I never have ham, but my sister's boyfriend or whatever, significant other. I don't want to call him boyfriend. I don't know. It's a weird name. But um anyway, I made, what did I make? We had a ham. So I made my mom this quiche, and Owen's like, "What's that?" And I'm like, "It's quiche, quiche." And then it kind of it sort of dawned on me that he doesn't know what quiche is, because quiche was huge in the 80s. You guys remember how huge quiche was? Um and so quiche was huge in the 80s. Anyway, so he's like, "Well, what is it?" And I said, "Well, well, it's kind of like a pie, but it's made out of eggs and whatever." And she's like, "Just you explaining it like that makes me not want to have it." Like an egg pie. And I'm like, "Egg pies are delicious." That is, so he was going around calling it an egg pie. Meanwhile, my mother loved it. She said, "Oh, I think that was the best quiche I've ever had," which probably not true, but it made me feel good, right? So yeah, so we're just gonna be doing this here. I'm gonna tell you another story. I know you guys like my story, so I'll tell you. Um, so when I was just out of college, I had an apartment in Amesbury. I don't know if you guys know, Amesbury is like the last city before New Hampshire going north on the North Shore. And I couldn't afford to live in Peabody, even though that's where my family lived, because it just was so expensive. And believe it or not, like, I got my apartment, it was like $600 for the apartment. It was a small apartment in this beautiful Victorian home. And it was in like the attic, which at Christmas time was great because it had these vaulted ceilings and you could put like live Christmas trees in there. So I was all like about, "Oh, we got to do a live Christmas tree and everything." And whoops, I need my little face here. And then I made, for the first time ever, because I was just out of college, and my mother wasn't much of a baker growing up. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? The dog's roaming around in there. Anyway, I decided that I was going to make gingerbread ornaments and put them on the tree, and like real ornaments made out of food. Like, I don't know why, but I was like, and I also put cranberry, because a lot of times they string cranberries together. I did cranberries, popcorn, this very old fashioned. But I wanted like an old fashioned country Christmas kind of thing. And I was still pretty new. Anyway, so the people that owned the house that I rented from, Paul and Lisa, and they had two dogs. And the dogs love to come upstairs into my apartment, and I never could figure out why. Well, they were eating all the gingerbread and food off of my tree. So by the time it hit Christmas, um, the entire tree was like stripped of of the gingerbread people and the popcorn. They didn't really like the cranberries too much, so the popcorn they liked, and that was my Christmas that year. It was kind of funny. Anyway, so you're going to continue to make these just like this, and then look, here's the one with the foil. Isn't that great? Didn't it come out beautifully? And then we're going to take our brads, and we're going to, and it's nice and thick, so it's not going to rip at the arms when you go to hang it up, and you can use it over and over again. And so we're going to put a hole through this and a hole through this, and we are going to open it up. See, that's what a brad does. It's like a little wing thing there. You see that? Then we're going to take our next one and get our brad. And I like to put them all the same. And there is the second one. I don't know what these dogs are getting themselves into all the time. Oh, Santo has gone back to the Dominican for a week. I was like, what? Dominican Republic. So he left last night and will be gone for a week. So the dogs are, at least their walking part, because Santo's the one that walks them every day. I have to do the walking, which it's getting cold out. So anyway, all right. So, whoops, I have an extra one on here. So let me just take this off. You want to, I mean, you could do all red if you want, but, or red or just all green or whatever, but I kind of like the red and green. And then when you're done, you can just put these away in with your ornaments, as long as they're in a nice dry place. I have tons of paper ornaments that I've saved over the years. And the only thing that really destroys it is water or moisture, because you don't want like mold or anything to happen. And dogs, who my dogs love to bite my things. Look at how cute these are. Aren't these adorable? Oh my goodness. Um, and the boy said, Marianne, right? What's this thing called quiche? Oh my gosh. Yes, quiche was super popular, you guys, in the 80s. So if you're like probably younger than 30, maybe, you're just not used to having quiche. So there you go. There you go. So we got to make a few more of these gingerbread. So this is my whole project for today. You can come and get it at the community project. But you never like quiche. My son was like, the fact that you're putting eggs in a in a pie. He's like, no, I do not want egg pie. And then I didn't have to remind him. I had to tell him. I said, when I was a kid, a really popular, at least in New England, a really popular pie was called egg custard pie. I don't know if anybody, but they hardly make them at all anymore. So my sister was asking me for an egg custard pie. I think I'm going to make it for Christmas, because she likes quiche and she likes anything in a pie plate, basically. So I'm going to make it for her anyway. So yeah, egg custard. Does anybody remember egg custard? You do? No, not egg custard pie. Not many people like it. All right, I'm gonna name another thing that people are gonna go, "Oh my god, yuck!" But I love rice pudding, It's just, oh my God, I love rice pudding. And sometimes when I'm just feeling really low, I get in the kitchen and I make myself rice pudding, and it makes me happy. So I don't know if that happens to you guys. If you have one of those things that just makes you happy, rice pudding is mine. Um, and then one of the other things that was really popular growing up was grape nut pudding, where they would take the grape nut cereal. We had a lot of weird foods, I think, in the 80s and the 70s and 80s. Remember grasshopper pie? That was so popular in that time frame. And yep, we did grasshopper pie, which was like a mint. It could be good. Sometimes it could be good. It was like a mint chocolate pie, sometimes done with ice cream. And then, of course, there's Indian pudding, which I don't even know if it's, the right way to call it anymore, but it was basically a corn meal pudding. So if you do not like egg custard, it's kind of like flan, but it has egg custard has a pie crust. Unless you like thicken it with something like coconut, and you can make coconut custard pie. And then there's, of course, I love coconut anyway. Not everybody loves coconut. So to each his own, right? To each his own. Anyway, that's when I grew up. The other thing when I was growing up was fudge. And nowadays, I mean, I think it's really just reserved for Christmas time. And we used to make this. My mother was never a really good cook. But every Christmas, she would make something called Mamie Eisenhower's fudge. And Mamie Eisenhower was the wife of President Eisenhower in the 50s. And I don't know, it was some kind of secret recipe, maybe Eisenhower, apparently. Anyway, my mom would make this fudge, and she'd make it in super large batches. And back then, it was expensive to make. It required like nuts and marshmallow fluff and different things like that. And it was a big deal for my mother to make that. My mother grew up pretty poor, and so like the fact that she could make this fudge, and my father was a landlord in part, and he had a lot. My father was extremely popular guy, and he had a lot of friends. So my mom would make this fudge, and then she'd wrap it up in tin foil and hand it out, and people literally will still come up to me and say, "Oh my God, your mother's fudge," and I was like, yes, right. You love the mother's fudge. And I haven't made that in years. I probably should make it again. Not big on Indian food. Oh, egg custard mini pies at a Chinese food. We need a recipe group. We do have a group. Marshmallow fluff fudge. Yes. With different chips. Yes. But does anybody remember that Mamie Eisenhower one? She I don't know. I wasn't alive when when she was popular, but I don't know, was she known for making fudge or something? I don't know, but that's what we did. Maybe. And so my mother's big favorite things were jello molds, and she would put sour cream in the layers. I don't know. I mean, I just remember thinking it should be whipped cream, but it was sour cream in between the layers of the jello mold. And then she'd love to make this thing called Texas tea cake, which is like a flat sheet cake. And I was big on salads and quiches, obviously, and soups. Still am, anyway. You remember the Mamie Eisenhower one? Yes, with canned. Yes, yes, with sweetened condensed milk. Oh my God, Marianne, I am never ever gonna want that recipe for fudge made with Velveeta. You use Cool Whip in the Jello molds? I don't know. Like my mother used to use sour cream. I don't know. We lived in a very, oops, I got an extra green one on this. We lived in a very Jewish community, and I think maybe that was Jewish influence, because we also would make um, kugel, and that is like a Jewish best way to describe it is like a Jewish lasagna. It's like got noodles and like cheeses in it and no sauce, but it's like a lasagna. It's baked like that. And so mom would make that, and oh yeah. I remember the kids bringing to school because it was Passover. They would bring their matzah ball, like no, their matzah sandwiches made with peanut butter and jelly, and they were making these. I don't know, it was so cute, so cute. Anyway, all right, so I have a few of these that I can give away. Oh, we don't call it marshmallow creme. We do not call it marshmallow creme, Gail. It is fluff. It's fluff. It's made by the Fluff Factory in Lynn, which is one town over from where I live, and it's made by a company called Durkee Mower. Turkey mower. What do you think? Aren't these great? I'm going to give some of these away. How about I give away? Let's do. I like what's this? 3, 4, 5. Let's give away 5 each. So, Loretta, you find 2 people. Cream is different. Yeah, it needs to be fluff. And also, growing up, you guys, my favorite sandwich was a marshmallow fluffinetta. And that it's exactly how you pronounce it. It's a fluffinetta. And it had to have peanut butter and marshmallow fluff. And the marshmallow fluff, always you have to have twice the marshmallow fluff than the peanut butter. It just that was just great. And you would drink it with a glass of cold skim milk. You'll find 2 winners on YouTube. And okay, and I found Kathy Inpa Fuller, and she's on Facebook. Um, Pink and blue, how cute. Who else? Oh, Connie Weaver. All right, so we're gonna let Loretta and then Marilyn, and who is the other person that I just named the name? Fluff and peanut butter, and you have to make yourself, even if your bread is stale, has to be white bread, has to be white bread. Okay, so Kathy and Marilyn on Facebook, and then Loretta um is was garden tomatoes and mayonnaise, like kind of like a BLT, but no L and T, no B and L. It is stinking adorable, isn't it? Um, yeah. The other weird lunch we would have that I loved was cream cheese and green olive. Anybody have that? It's like an olive salad, like with cream cheese as the base. Oh my god. I get so fat if I ate that way. I mean, I already am, but whatever. Anyway, so those are the winners. If you'd like to receive one of these gowns, please reply with peppermint. Aren't these adorable? So I'm going to continue to make them, but if you guys are done watching, that's fine. You could say goodbye. Loretta's going to pull the winners. And tomorrow, what are we doing tomorrow? Well, since we have done so much with Iron-On all week, I don't want to break our streak. So I'm going to be using these 2 colors of foil with some gift tags that I have from Alexis Maddox. So let me just show you those. I'm going to bring you up here so you can see. Let's go to Cricut. And don't forget, follow me on the Cricut community, and you could be entered to win a Cricut cutie. Every week I pull the cuties. I sure want to cancel. Yes, I do want to cancel. Cancel. Okay, so this is our gingerbread, and you can pull it up through the Cricut community. I'm going to save it because I want to show you these other ones that we want to do. My projects, and you guys, I have so many projects. I have over 600 in the community. I don't know. Do I have the most? I wish I had the most people to follow me. Let's have a look. Let's see. Let's go to my profile and see who's following me. You got to do it before Fridays, because Fridays when we pick winners. Let's see. Do we have any new ones? Just Victor. But he has a little thing next to his name. What does that mean? I love his kitty cat. Hi, Victor. We're following you. And then tomorrow I will pick a winner and announce it from only from these followers. Okay. So if you're not following me, you're not automatically entered into winning this prize. And we have some people who just finally received their prizes. Liverwurst, no, thank you. No, peanut butter and bologna? No. Did anybody see that Elvis movie? It was really good. I saw it when they had free free TV for the week of Thanksgiving. Anyway, so you have to be following me, and then where's the other thing? Okay. So remember, every month we are giving away, I want to just show you, this is what we're giving away every month. And the December one is working now, okay? So this is what you're going to get. This bundle. Where is it? Come on, show up. My computer is slow. I need a new computer again. What the heck? I have too many photos. I think this is the one that you're going to win, but I'm not terribly sure because, oh well, it's not. Here it is. Okay. Yep. It's called the Cricut Maker 3 and Everything Materials Bundle. Plus, I add stuff to it. And Tammy Diekner, I don't know if she's here, but yeah, I know, Diana. Yeah, I know I haven't sent it out. I'm sorry. Okay, so Rocky Smith, Marianne Williams on YouTube, and Marilyn and Kathy on Facebook. So if you won today or other days, you need to send me an email at missritatotherescue@gmail.com. And when you send me email, make sure you include your address and mention what project you won because I forget. I have a very bad memory. I don't know what is. I used to have a really good memory, but then I had chemo and oof. Anyway, so this is this is what we're giving away. It's a it's a beautiful prize. Plus I add things to it because I noticed that it doesn't have a any mats because and I think people get the wrong impression here thinking those are the only materials that you can work with. Not true. Not true. So I add mats to it. So every month we're going to pick a winner and one lucky person is going to win this. And then the other one oh no, I'm sorry to hear about that. Yeah, chemo brain. I think it's chemo brain. Um add a mini to it and a cutie. Ah, interesting, interesting. But these actually ship out um from sometimes not Utah, but they ship out from the Cricut warehouses. And the Cricut, the little cutie guy, that ships from my studio, which is in Massachusetts, right? So get your name in for this. It's so easy. Just follow me on YouTube and then put your name in there. So that's if I have for today. Oh, I think I was going to show you what we're doing for project tomorrow. Tomorrow we are doing these with this is it's called Alexis Maddox Christmas gift tags. There's a bunch of them and we're going to add the gold and silver foil instead of some of these other things. We're going to use the gold and silver foil on this. Okay, so it's going to be fun, fun, fun. The gold will look really good on these. I'm just looking for different. Does this look familiar? That's from today, and yeah, maybe. All right, I'll have to think about that. But anyway, that's going to be tomorrow. Where can I find the Rafflecopter link? I always have trouble pinning it down. Okay, so the great thing is that the Rafflecopter link, you only have to enter once. And you can find it in the description of the video. So if you go, say, to my YouTube, which you should technically do, because that's how you get your name in. So here's YouTube, right? And then you're going to go over here where it does a search. You can just type in Cricut Chat, or you can also type in, oh, It's Cricut Chat. There's me, Cricut Chat with Miss Rita. Look at, I'm so close to 23,000, you guys. Come on, make it happen. All right. So if you go into any of these videos, like this one we did yesterday, the Anna Griffin one, then you can see here, there is this description. You might have to do some clicking and everything. So you have to follow me on my YouTube page, and then you're going to click through on this Rafflecopter link. Okay. And once you do that, you're going to see this. Now I've already put my name in, so I can't do it again. But so far, there's less than 200 people that are entered in for December. You guys, it's attainable. It's not like the lottery or anything, you know? The 12 Days of Christmas is not available yet, I don't think. You mean the 12 days of making? So let's go to the blog. Let's go to the blog. Cricut Inspiration. Here's the blog. 12 Days of Making. 12 Days of Making is right here. And well, let's go back to Design Space and see. I don't think it's going to be available. We'll go here to Home. It's not going to be available until Eastern Time noon. Okay. So where is it? It's listed under Holiday. And there it says Holiday Inspiration. And then at noon this day will be open up, and then at noon tomorrow this day, and then on Saturday at noon. You see that? And I think you're going to be able to do that for the 12 days. You'll be able to make the stuff that's already launched. So if you didn't get in on it until day 5, you could still go back and see the projects from day 1, 2, 3, 4. And you have to post that tag, which I think it's called 12 Days of Making. So it's a hashtag. And you'd have to put the hashtag in when you saving. You're right. I did say that I was going to show you how to do this. So anyway, let's just pretend. Let's go to our home page, Canvas, and we're going to have this be part of the 12 days of making. I don't know, so don't quote me on this, what the 12 days of making, but once you save it and everything, you're going to go here to the name. You're going to go to edit project details. You're going to add a photo. And then in the description, you're going to tag 12 days of making. All right. And I'm just going to write that in there, but it's not going to work. I mean, it's not. I won't be part of the giveaway, obviously. So we hit save, and then at the end of the 12 days, they'll pick winners. I don't know how many winners there are. I just know that they're picking winners, and the prize is a $700 credit towards whatever. And if you won these, I will get them out. That's my goal this week. Now that Santo's not around, I'm gonna get all my promised items out to everybody. Okay, including the projects from earlier in this week. So that is going to do it for me for today. I'm sorry to have talked so long. I will see you all tomorrow. No, I don't think you need to make it on the same day. No, I don't think so, Diana. Um, I will see you all again tomorrow when we work on some kind of gift tags using foil. I'm not sure, as I look at this Alexis one, I'm not sure if that's the best one to do. And then we will let's see. Yeah, then we'll meet by Zoom on Saturday. Okay. All right, everybody, you take care. We'll see you all again tomorrow, hopefully. And have a great day. Enjoy December. It's so important to enjoy your life and to be supportive of one another as they pursue their life goals, and I know you guys do that. So let's encourage one another. All right, everybody. I love you. I'll talk